Hey, hey. It was if I who sent you. I ain't finished with that. By the time I finish, he was if I sent you. I'm just too happy for no reason, huh? I'm just too excited for what? Why are you so excited, Grandma? Y'all know why I'm so excited. Not pointing no fingers like the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Great light. Let me get this party started off right. Let me get this party started quickly, right? Come on, say that he will. He'll do the best to fulfill. You don't want to lose love. You don't want to lose love. God's mind. I'm always reflecting divine wisdom and divine intelligence. My brain symbolizes the capacity. My brain, like a sounding symbol, my brain symbolizes the capacity to think wisely and spiritually in these last days when I needed it the most, just when I need it most. Just when I need him most. Just when I need the most. Just when I need him most. My mind is always reflecting divine wisdom and divine intelligence. My brain symbolizes the capacity to think wisely and spiritually. God's ideas unfold. You know why we have to think wisely and spiritually these last days? Because you are not battling against flesh and blood. The war has begun, y'all. The war has already begun. Those who waiting to see the signs of the war has already begun. You hearing it? Even Jesus said, you'll hear about the wars. That ain't where your eyes need to be, because that has already began. Because if you paying attention to wait to see the physical format of the war, you still sleeping. Because this war, we're not battling against flesh and blood in these last days. He came so we don't have to battle with the flesh and blood. The whole purpose of him going to the cross is to handle the flesh and blood situation. There's things because of sin that makes this flesh weak. And things we have to endure in this flesh. But for those who are native to the kingdom of heaven, whose names is written in the book of life and light, your battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against spiritual wickedness in high places. The war has already begun. Wisely, spiritually, God's ideas unfold within my mind in perfect sequence. He put the sequence in your DNA to be able to handle everything that is coming, every frequency, every radio signal that they try to adjust, all the sound frequencies, all the light codes that they use through the systems. He had the perfect sequence when the last communion happened 10,000 years ago. And he said, look, the most important thing, we don't deal with all this slicing and dicing to sacrifice. What you need to do is remember your flesh and blood. Study your flesh, the DNA line, and the light codes, because that's what they're going to use. They're going to use your DNA to try to lock you and bind you and have you accept the mark of the beast. So 10,000, you should have been there 10,000 years when they sat at the table and was saying, look, study to show thyself approved, that when it's time to divide the light, you be rightly divided. You will not accept the mark of the beast. Poise, man, he put the perfect solution in your DNA code. No matter what you've eaten, no matter what you've done, no matter what you've done in the past, at these last days and times, if you accept the light code and the light frequency, and that knowing that you are indigenous to the kingdom of heaven, that you'll be all right. You'll be able to rightly divide and not accept this bull crap. Poise, balance, serene, and calm, because he provided the perfect solution to all my needs. You can say amen. You can say la. You can say shama lama lama la. Whatever it is that you say that makes you a witness to whatever God has done for you, will do for you, about to do for you. Or you don't even believe in God at all. That's all fine, good, and dandy, because at the end of it all, every knee is going to bow, every tongue is going to confess. Everybody. God is keeping his promises. Y'all don't see God keeping his promises. Y'all don't see God keeping his promises. I don't know about you, but he keeping them for me. Huh? He keeping them for me. Huh? The whole system is going to crumble. Oh, how often I was saying that. God. The way, the truth, and the light, you know everything. Before I leave this plane of existence, let me see everyone that had a hand in it. Save the best for last. You go and save the best for. Where you at, Vanessa? Where you at, Vanessa? You went and saved the best for last. He gonna say the best for last. Huh? I don't care what I'm going through. And before I close my eyes to leave this plane and get taken up, I'm going to get to see the best for last. The best for last. Look, y'all know how I like to hop and skip and jump from one thing to the next. Here's some. You could go to one of my shorts, the most recent short I did. How come Sophia Stewart, mother of the Matrix, ain't running around telling y'all of the major glitch? This ain't even no Mandela effect. This ain't even no Mandela effect. This is a whole worldwide glitch. They want to see how successful they are to get away with this worldwide glitch, because I know for a fact that those astronauts that are out there, that lady and that man, I don't know about anybody else. I don't care what story they try to come up with. It was around November. I can't remember exactly which month. And I know I did a live on it. I just have to dig. And I got so many thousands of videos. But they came back. There they go messing with my. There they go. There they go messing with my system. Well, I'll be doggone. Let me see what it's looking like through my phone. I'll be doggone. They got me stuck. It's okay. Y'all can still hear me, though. Y'all can still hear me, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and deal with that. It's okay. Y'all can still hear me, though. Y'all can still hear me, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and deal with that. Okay, so right now there's a glitch. They got me stuck, but they ain't messing with my sound. So those astronauts were returned. Those astronauts were returned. And the female, she hadn't been able to dye her hair or whatever. She was looking frail, but she was still smiling. She waved, and they put in the article how they was saying they were okay, but just a little dehydrated or whatever and all that. It had already happened. They already picked them up and brought them back. So now they running this whole scenario again that they still stuck in space. All of a sudden they're running this scenario that they still been out there. We're not talking about the beings who was on the space station You talking about them same two astronauts that been out there for they saying now 9 months. They had rescued them. They had landed and came down, and I did a live about it because I was making fun. I was making a joke. I was like, they was out there for so long. As a matter of fact, I think I replayed the movie, the first episode of the movie Species. And in that, if anybody remember when they came back, how everybody was okay, except no, everybody was infected except for the man, the black man, because he had sickle cell. He had the Lion of Judah, and that was my whole preface for even mentioning that. And then I went and did some research in regards to Texas, the underground Texas, what you call it? They were rescued before Biden got out of office. And now they replaying it. And I know it's a scam for them to go and have Neil deGrasse Tyson go sit up on CNN to have something to say. I know it's a scam. They blocking me out bad, boy. They blocking me out bad. They want me to shut up bad. They want me to shut up. Let me see how I'm coming in now, because that was a whole deep freeze. See how I'm coming in now, because that was a whole deep freeze. Mentioning that, and then I went and did some research in regards to Texas. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Hey, Elon, is that you? Is that you trying to get your picture from sitting next to mine? You got a problem sitting up here with me? That's the problem. You want this shut down? You don't mind being seen with your pillow partner, Joe Rogan? I have you up here for a reason. Your face up here because it is time for you to try Jesus. Try something different. Y'all release my stream. Stop trying to block it. Release my stream right now. All right, I'm gonna change the subject. I am not gonna talk about the what you call it. I am not gonna talk about the them people that supposedly stuck out there. They bringing back they doppelgangers, y'all. Cause guess what? You know what probably didn't happen? The glitch while they was out there, they brought them in, and however the glitch done happened, they don't want me to talk, boy. Let me see. 144, 1844. I might have to come back, y'all, because they really freezing. They really doing a deep freeze trying to block me. I might have to come back, y'all, because they really freezing. They really doing a deep freeze trying to block me. I might have to come back, y'all, because they really freezing. They really doing a deep freeze trying to block me. Let me see, is it still ticking? As long as it's ticking, I'm all right. As long as I see that red button ticking, it's okay. I may have to come back, and when I come back, it's going to be in just a few minutes. I'm going to go over a Federal Register document where you can see that they're calling on their goddesses. They're calling on their goddesses right now. Huh? And I'm talking about some powerful ones. I just happened to go over a live past shadow hours when I was out there sleeping at the courthouse when I was in the wilderness. And this guy named Toby and my spiritual son Dominique, they were out there with me. And Toby mentioned Revelations 12 at the time. And he was talking about the goddesses, right? And right now, in one of the documents, they're calling on their goddesses for protection. Now, the adjustments that they're making is an adjustment to block Elon's Starlink program. Now, recently, I just showed y'all, at least for about 4 or 5 months, it's been longer than that, telling you about the cool frequency and how he was allowed to get access to use the cool bands. And now the same invisible school of Solomon's house want to block him from using the cool band. So this document that just went out, they have adjusted it to try to block him, but in it they're using one of their so-called goddesses to not just block his cool band, but try to adjust it so that they can take the light frequencies from the beings who are indigenous to the kingdom of heaven, native to the kingdom of God. They want to try to block them. I showed y'all where they put the so-called tether and restraints. They trying to hold down the children. They trying to keep anybody that they can to be able to harness their light to feed the demon that they're raising. So I'm gonna go over that. But again, because my system is cutting up, I'm talking about cutting up, boy, they trying to block me. If I go sign on to go to work right now, they ain't gonna block me. Huh? They ain't gonna block me if I go to sign on to work for them demons out of California. That's holding and taking hold of my system. So I'll be back. Now, let me post it right now because they have a tendency also that when I do my lives, they wait 2 days before they release the post now. They wait 2 days before they release the post. Blocking me right now. This is worse than shadow banning. This is worse than shadow banning. Worse than shadow ban. So y'all give me I'll be back in a little bit.